What's going on, everybody? I'm so excited for today because I'm going to make you really rich. Welcome to Teach Me Golding, where I help you get gooder at life, and today I'm going to help you get gooder at getting rich. Who doesn't want to be a millionaire? I want to be a millionaire, and I know that you do too because you clicked on this video, and that is the very first step that you need to take to becoming a millionaire. Even with making minimum wage, buckle up, it's going to be a good one. Have your parents ever told you that it's important to save? But has anyone ever taught you how to save so you can get rich? Most of the videos I've seen are some guy sitting in his parents' basement, dressed in a suit, trying to tell you how to make money and trying to sell something along the way. These videos are full of clickbait and lacking a lot of content. I got good news for you. You literally don't need to bounce around and watch a million different videos clicking halfway through. Listen to my advice, watch this video to the end. You're literally going to have $1 million sitting inside of your bank account. I guarantee it. Woo! At the end of the video, I'm actually going to be going through my plans on how I am actually going to make more than $1 million. Cool. As exciting as making $1 million is, this process actually isn't super engaging and invigorating. It takes a little bit of time and patience, but it works. So the answer to how you're going to become a millionaire is actually compound interest. I'm going to explain what this is. I'm going to explain how it works. I'm going to explain how I'm going to apply it. And then I'm going to explain how we're going to get filthy rich. So what is compound interest? It's literally just money making money. It's stacks on stacks on stacks. It's interest on interest on interest. Let's say that you invest $1,000 and you earn 10% interest on that investment. With that interest, you would earn an extra $100, which would total $1,100. Next year, you would actually earn interest on that interest which you earned. So the following year, you would earn $110 in interest as opposed to $100. Well, after 30 years of leaving your money and literally doing nothing, your initial investment would actually be worth $17,449. Not doll hairs, dollars. Pow! The effects of compound interest and money just making money for you over time is so fascinating, and I'm going to show you some examples that are literally going to blow your mind. Excuse me, my bank doesn't give me 10% interest. How are you making 10% interest? It's actually super simple. Through the stock market. It's super easy to make 10% on the stock market. A lot of people have crazy hesitations and they think, oh, aren't stocks kind of dangerous? No, generally they're not. And I'm going to prove to you why they're not. My grandma just leaves her money in the bank. Well, that's great for your grandma. Help? But your grandma leaving her money in the bank barely outpaces inflation. As prices in the world go up, interest rates are only 2% and you're literally just doing nothing with your money.
Congratulations, you guys are 3 minutes in, which means you have only 7 minutes left to go, and then you're gonna become a millionaire.
Booyah! If you look at the S&P 500, if you don't know what that is, the S&P 500 is something that you can invest in, which just takes the top 500 companies in America and it just pools them all together in one stock. This is not risky in my opinion. I'd say the probability of these top 500 companies being successful is far more greater than saying, oh yeah, the top 500 companies, yeah, they're all just gonna go bankrupt. Really? It's important to know, will the market go down? Yes. Will the market go up? Yes. Will the market go up over time? Yes. So if you guys look here, I've got the S&P 500, and you can take a look here. Throughout time, it goes up and it goes down, but generally it goes way up. Look here, this is the average S&P since 1984. You guys can just kind of scroll through with your eyes on the right-hand side. Look at the green, 26%, 14%, 2, 12, 27, down -6. So it's got green years, it's got red years, but overall, if you average this all together throughout time, the S&P 500 has gone up around 8%, which is really good. So the rules are really simple. Invest your money as early as you can, as consistently as you can, and as long as you can. Do those 3 things. I'm gonna show you guys some things that are literally gonna blow your mind. So we're gonna take a look at the iPad here. With your compound interest calculator, what you can do is you can take your initial investment. So let's just say you took $1,000. That's your initial investment. Let's say every month you wanted to put $500 towards it. $500 is really simple to put down, especially as you get older. You could even increase that position. Length of time in years. We're just gonna go 20 years right now. So if you started this at 20, you'd be done at 40. If you're my age, you're 34, you'd be done at 54, which is still super young. 54, you're like a kid still, okay? Estimated interest rate. I'm just gonna put 10%, and we're just gonna calculate this. Now look at this. That means in 20 years, you'd have $350,000. So I want to show you guys something. This green line here is your investment. Okay, so that green line, that's your investment. The red line is your total savings. So that's how much money you've saved. So you've invested only about $110,000, but you've made double that just by doing this $500 a month. Now I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. So if we just change the length of time from 20, let's just go 30 years, okay? We're going to go 30 years and we're going to calculate. In 30 years, you would have $1 million. That's right, $1 million by putting $500 in per month. That's peanuts. That's nothing. Look at this. Look at this blue line. You're literally not even putting that much money in. So by this time, you've literally contributed $175,000, but you've made $1 million. That means over $800,000 is literally money that you have done nothing to earn. It's just money making money for you. Money compounding over the time and just generating more money for you. Crazy cheese. I'm going to show you something else that's crazy. But let's just say you were able to make like 14% every year compounded over time. And I'm going to teach you guys how I plan to make more than that 8 to 10% range, because I really think it's possible if you can find world trends. All right, so let's put this to 14%, and we're going to just calculate that. Look at that, with just an extra 4%, you've just made $2.2 million. And same thing, that green line, your initial investment's really low, and you've made $2 million with just getting an extra few percent in the bank. So even if you're making minimum wage, you should be able to put $500 per month aside into this, and you can literally have $1 million in 30 years. That's crazy. All right, so let's just say you wanted to do this in 20 years. So let's just see here. If I had an initial investment for like $20,000, because I'm older, I've got money saved up, and let's just say monthly contribution, let's say I can do like $700 a month. That's pretty decent. And I'll put in 20 years of time. Estimated interest rate. Same thing. I would really like to make that 14% if I can by investing in specific companies, and I'm going to tell you what those companies are in a minute. So same thing, I hit calculate, and look at that, I'm still able to hit that $1 million mark in 20 years. Now check this out, this is crazy. Let's just say I was like, hey, maybe I want to leave it in there for 5 more years. We're going to calculate that, and we're going to go from $1 million to $2 million. 5 more years, and I literally double that money. As you can see, the more, I got my computer all in a mess here, but you can see here, the more time that you leave it in here, the more time your money just marinates and makes money on money on money. It's crazy. 5 more years, and I just literally doubled my money even more. My mind is blown, and yours should be too. All right, so here are your steps. Step number 1, make a commitment to start investing money now. Number 2, stop telling yourself that the stock market is a dangerous place. It's not. Just don't be an idiot. Step 3, find a place that you can safely invest in. So I'm in Canada, I use Questrade. You can literally go on YouTube and find out how to invest in the stock market fill in your country that you're from. Easy. You can't invest until you're 18 years old, so even if you're younger than 18, I just start saving up some money right now so then you can have an initial deposit to actually invest. Invest your money as early as you can, as often as you can, and as long as you can. You saw what that extra 5 years does. Woo! That's a lot of money. Here's how I plan to beat the market predictions of 8%, and I hope that I can get around that 14 to 15% every single year. This year I've done really well for myself. I'm actually around about a 70% return on all of my investments. I obviously don't expect to get that, but here's what I'm planning on doing so I can try and maximize my money. So I have a question for you. What are some things that you can kind of foresee happening in the next 10 years? Here are the things that I see happening, and then basically I'm going to choose the companies that I invest in based on my thoughts. I don't invest in the S&P 500, but here are some of the stocks that I invest in. I see the future heading towards electric cars, space tourism, and plant-based food products. This year I've invested in Tesla, in NEO, in Virgin Galactic, and another company called the Very Good Butchers, which is basically a Canadian Beyond Meat. I do expect myself to average more than that 10% over the next 20 years. Some years might be rockier than others, but long term, I really see myself having a lot of success. All right, so what are you waiting for? Literally go and start investing right now. Go and put some money aside, go and make a commitment to this, because the longer you put this off and the longer you wait, the longer that you're going to delay having $1 million. Start early, make contributions as soon as you can, increase your contributions whenever you can, and make smart investments. Don't be buying that Nikola stock. Congratulations, you have successfully made it to the end of this video. If I missed anything, or if you have any questions, or I wasn't clear on anything, please let me know down in the comments. I love to help people, obviously, by this channel, so please let me know how I can help, and I'd love to get you on your path to becoming a millionaire. You made it for my awkward wave, so congratulations. Have an awesome day, everybody. Take care.